So what I have noticed for me and my side is that sometimes it is hard to get somebody to give you their phone number. And I don't know why it's sometimes hard, but we've built it into and maybe sometimes it's because the person that you're having is, they don't want you to have their cell phone number because they feel like they're so well known that they don't want to give that out. And so it can be sensitive. Maybe the listener's thinking to themselves, like, how do I get somebody's phone number? Well, I figured out my way, and I'm curious because with that lightning strike, you immediately were able to connect with her. And I think that some of the people listening probably don't have that option because they don't have a process that gets them like the right phone information, like a phone number. So could you share your process, like to onboard? The question is, David is onboarding a person who's going to be on his podcast. How does he get the right information from them?
I ask them.
On the phone, in an email? Is it automated? What is it like?
Oh, it's definitely not automated. And my favorite email of all time is 2 words, call me. I hardly ever do email. Hardly ever. I check my email maybe twice a day, maybe. And what I've heard, which I think is true, the more I think about it, I heard this literally just this morning. If you don't have someone's cell phone number, they're not a serious prospect for you. Mm-hmm. Because if I have someone's access to their phone, I'm never going to send them an email ever, because I want to skip the line of the email because the email is very busy and noisy. And I'm sure, like you, I mean, I get 60 emails a day and I don't want 59 of them.
Yeah.
But if I can get somebody to send a text message, I've had somebody say, why don't you send me an email? And then after about 2 email conversations, it's like, you know what? Why don't you just call me at this number? And then we're going to have a 3-minute conversation. We're going to be done because I don't want to play email tag with you.
Yeah.
So I just ask them. And like the lady, the girl that, or the lady that was in, when the lightning strike happened, she lives in the UK. So I have her number on WhatsApp, and I texted her and I said, hey, I lost a lightning strike. Give me 10 minutes. I'll be back up. And yeah, I ask for it.
It sounds simple. It sounds simple.
Yeah. It is simple. It is simple to ask someone, but how many times maybe you don't have the number because you haven't asked for it?
Yeah. For us, we like when you scheduled to be on this interview, for example, we gave you an email template that basically tells you kind of what to expect and what some of the questions that we might ask, to wear headphones, to wear a microphone, to use a microphone. And there's a link to Calendly where you actually book. And so for us, the process is on Calendly, it says, what is the best number to reach you? What is your email, name, the link to your podcast, whatever. And so that's where it is put. And I think that we say something like where it's asking for the phone number in case something goes wrong. I think it says that. And that has helped me to be able to get the cell phone number of some of the more famous people that, might have hundreds of thousands or millions of followers that don't really want to give that. At least we have a way to get a hold of them. They might put a Google number or their assistant's number sometimes, but it has helped a good handful of times for me. Have you ever had to call somebody other than that one time?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean in the podcast, like the people that are going to be on your podcast, being coached by you, has other than this lightning strike, have there ever been a different time that the phone number came in useful to you?
No, because I recorded on Zoom. So
okay.
I used again, it's not edited, but the audio goes to, after you finish the Zoom call, I take the audio file and I send it to the guy who helps me with that. But for the first 40 episodes, I didn't do that. I had no intro music, no outro music, no nothing. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And then what I do is I take the video file off Zoom and I put it on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah, video and audio. I got
Yeah.
YouTube audience and I got podcast audience. My podcast comes out, I think, on Monday mornings, and the exact same episode comes out on YouTube on Tuesday.